In this video, I'm going to be replacing an email strategist for one of the world's most popular brands with an AI email strategist bot. We're going to be making a bot that can sound exactly like this brand. We're going to make sure it can build out the strategy for the email marketing channel for them and also be able to write copy exactly in their voice, accurately and to a high standard. Having this resource should be able to help you cut down massively the amount of time that you're actually spending to build up the strategy for your brand and also for the emails that you're actually crafting. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to build your very own email strategist AI bot. So without further ado, let's get into the video. It's going to be a very interesting training for a lot of people because this can really help with the overall strategy with your brand and its email marketing strategy, then also with the copy that's actually going to go into a lot of these emails. What you should be able to do once you're finished this training is you should be able to massively cut down the amount of time that is going into, let's say, building out monthly strategy, building out copy briefs and stuff like that. And of course, the actual copy itself, that you still do need quite a human touch with that just to make sure that things are working properly. As you can kind of see here, step 5 of my lovely little diagram here with our nice little AI creative strategist fella here. You can see use your prompts and do a final QC. That final QC is really important. It's very important, particularly from a copy perspective, that you understand copy quite well personally, so you're able to know what's good and kind of edit things on from there. So before we jump in anymore, my name is Connor Sunderland. I'm the co-founder of Kensington Media House. For a 7-figure leading D2C retention marketing agency. We've worked with some quite large household names that you've probably heard of, worked with over 70 brands since we began. And yeah, you can tell that with the training that we'll be going through here today, you can tell this is certainly quite a refined process that we've been able to use quite successfully. So essentially we have a whole process built out here as well that we'll run through. I actually have like example prompts and stuff like that which we can use, which I will get to shortly. Here is the process in a very basic format that I've written out here, as I said, in a very lovely fancy diagram here. So I have made a separate account here, just a new blank account, so you can see what that will look like rather than having one with our main account with our clients inside there. You can see make an account on Typing Mind Custom. This is the platform. You can kind of see the brand that we're actually going to do this for. It's going to be Gymshark. That's why I have this tab open here as well. You probably looked at my tab thinking, why the hell is Gymshark open? But it will become relevant shortly. We're going to make a new character. So we will make a new character there within the Typing Mind account. We're going to make sure that we're training it then. So we're going to train it on 2 things, right? So we're going to train it on brand guidelines. So we're making sure that we can actually write on brand copy. We can make on brand briefs. We can make sure the strategy actually makes sense. And just make sure we don't have to kind of refine things loads as we go. If this bot can get things correct, ideally first time with strategy, with briefs, with the copy, that would be amazing. With copy, it's definitely not going to do that as you'll kind of see, but you know, still if you understand copy well personally, you'll be able to really use this. We're also going to train it on direct response. That's the DR portion here that you can see. We're going to train it on direct response principles. I'm going to show you how we do that in terms of how we train the bot and how we program it in the beginning. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build a vault of prompts. So we want to make a couple of prompts that we're going to basically go back to. So we can have, let's say we're prompting it on a product driven campaign where we're just kind of going with almost a direct, benefits of a product kind of style campaign, or a story driven campaign where we're kind of going with a little bit of a different angle. Or it could be, new product release. It could be any sort of email campaign that we are going to be sending quite regularly. So if we have campaign ideas that we're sending regularly, we want to have prompts that we can just use that are kind of stored in our vault, so to speak, and can basically cut down the amount of time that we need to spend on those campaigns. Final thing then, we'll use our prompts and do a final QC of everything, with our prompts. So the final QC portion is really important. And yeah, that's the kind of human element that comes in there to kind of guide your AI strategist as well. But there, as you can see, our little guy or gal over here comes out in the finish after we run through this process. So let's go into the actual process itself. What we're going to do, we're going to make an account here on Typing Mind. You can see when you come into the dashboard here, this is just a free account, and still you are able to essentially use the account even so. Now, what you want to do here, right, so is you're going to go through here, you're going to go to AI agents. Now, you will see I've already made one of these, but you're just going to go create AI agent. But as you can see here, right, you'll see this comes up, this portion comes up. We're going to name our strategist here. I just called it Gymshark. Let's go Gymshark AI email strategist. An email strategist who will help us plan our email marketing campaigns as well as write them. What we're going to do here, okay, this is the prompt. You can literally just steal this out of the accompanying doc that you're going to get here. As you can see, I have the process in here. You can literally just steal this prompt here. You're just going to copy this like in the text editor that we have here in Notion. And what you can see here So essentially, you're going to have this prompt. I've named this a bit differently, so you can just have this basic name here. But then when you come in here, you're going to call this, as you can see, name AI email strategist. And you can see here, oh, goodness gracious, strategist. So the AI email strategist, blah, blah, blah. As you can see here, we have this put in. And you can see how we're training this on direct response right now, right? So we have consumer behavior, emotional triggers, value proposition, urgency creation. Then with these that go into email crafting, conversion rate optimization, of engagement strategies, ethical practices. You can see here that we're making sure we're compliant with all kind of different legal notices. Making sure as well transparency and authenticity. This part's really important because these bots obviously don't get nuance the way that a human being does. So, let's say if you did not have this ethical practices piece, then when you're seeing urgency here, so urgency creation, that could override everything else. So like you'll see them use fake scarcity and stuff like that. That's very funny. But you need to have this ethical practices bit in here so you're actually keeping things fully aligned. And then you can see your continuous improvement, so on and so forth. Now, what you'll need to do for a brand. Now, if you're an agency, you can just take people's onboarding forms as a CSV, and then you're gonna essentially upload it into here. I have this written down here, as you can see, and you're just gonna be able to take it out in rich text formats such as this, and then just upload it into this text editor here. When you come in here, open up in the text editor, you can just copy straight below, so you can see here like a code block, just like this. This is like a text editor again. Use a quick text editor, and then you can just pop it into the box here as well. And now you've got your own little AI email strategist. Welcome message. Hey, I'm Jim Shark's AI email strategist. Nice to meet you, Mr. Strategist or Miss Strategist. And we're just going to go here, go save changes. And that is the main portion of what we're going to be doing with the bot. So that's like the main thing that we want to do. Okay. So we're going to come back to our little kind of diagram here. As I'm saying, we've made our new character. We've input direct response and brand guidelines. Now the next step that we need to do is we need to build our prompts vault. Okay, so what we're going to do here is going over to our prompt library, and I just have one template in here, but you can kind of see from what I'm going to do with this template how you can run things. So what I would want you to do in order to make your prompt library as good as possible is I would want you to write out like what are like the main types of email campaigns that you generally do that are consistent. So let's say with your brand, you release product very often. Let's say that's something that you do. Well, you want, a product promotion template, or let's say you're a brand that has a lot of SKUs and a lot of them are actually very popular. What you want to do is make a product promotion template like the one I have here below, or you could be one that does a lot of educational based campaigns. Maybe if you're a higher ticket store, you could be someone who does just whatever it is. You want to basically write out a list of what all of these are and then make these prompts here, because these are the ones that you're going to be using most often. So you want to have these at the tip of your fingers. What we want to do here, so we go product promotion template, right? We're just going to go into this. You don't have to do like a big description of this. What you would want to do, right? So you're going to have these features, benefits, so on. This should be, I'm just showing you this as an example, right? So this is legacy shorts for brand name. What we're going to do, so this is the product, and you can see how I've like pulled in the description as well here below. So that's like copied and that's gone in here. What this would be for the most part would be like product name, like that. Okay, then we have please emphasize features, benefits, and so on. Then we'll change that to the actual product name when we are using the prompt. And then as well, we'll have kind of just an example here of all like the features and benefits. This is when we're actually using the prompt. Okay, this is how you'll run it. This prompt is also here. Sure, I will add that into the doc in terms of how we would use that prompt. You want to build up these prompts just for kind of the kind of merge fields here with the squiggly brackets and so on, and then you can kind of see here kind of the different things that we're putting in here. So these are kind of nice benefits of the product as well. So when we use this prompt for future email campaigns, we will see some nice workload sort of taken off of our plate. So when we use our final prompts, like I'm saying, the output of these emails when we're actually here and we want to into our dashboard, the output of all of these, when we actually use them, you'll find that they're not fully ready in most cases. They're not like fully usable, so to speak. So what you want to do is kind of pare it down, give your kind of human eye to things and just see, where does it sound, a little bit robotic? Where does it sound potentially off brand, and so on and so forth. It's not perfect. And then kind of you'll see as you prompt the bot more and more and more, it'll start to get more of a sense of what is and isn't on brand. Right there you have how to make your AI email strategist. You have this doc. I will pop the video into this as well as kind of a little prompt example there also. And yeah, this should help you with kind of your email production massively, as you go on. So we use this for a lot of our clients at our agency, and I know it's a bit complex. So if you guys have any questions, just drop me a message on LinkedIn. Right here, you can click the link on the doc. Just drop me a message on LinkedIn. I would be more than happy to help. We can take from there and chat about any questions that you might have about that. So thanks very much for watching the video on how to make your very own AI email strategist bot. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to get weekly value-packed videos on D2C retention marketing, you can subscribe to our channel. And if you want to build up your knowledge on D2C email, SMS, and retention marketing in general, you can click on this full course that we created, which goes through our whole strategy in depth here. I'll see you there.